Welcome to the UMO Coaches Show. I'm Michael Robertson, joined today by UMO Softball head coach Mandy Salisbury. And coach, a long week, coming off of a long week with 6 games, a couple here at home, 4 at neutral sites, or technically home sites for Lenore-Ryan and Catawba. Let's go back and start the week with that home doubleheader against Winston-Salem State. You opened it with a tough game. Winston-Salem State really got out and was really hitting the ball very well, but then you came back and seemed to respond really well in that second game for another split of a doubleheader, which I know eventually we'll get to talk about, finally ended this weekend. But how did you feel in that Winston-Salem State game? I know they came out and were really scrappy and really hitting the ball well.
I think we came out a little flat to begin with, and I think that's kind of been the theme of the year so far. But I think that we came out and responded really well, like you said. We came out and ruled in the second game, and I think that so far the thing I've been telling my team is I've been a little disappointed with their energy level the first game, especially when you come out and run a roll the team the second game.
Yeah.
I think it shows what we're capable of, so I want to see that level of energy, that level of heart for both games.
And then you went on the road to the Catawba Invitational, hosted at Lenore-Ryan. On Saturday, I talked about those split doubleheaders. Kind of seems like it's been the trend, losing the first, winning the second. I think a little different situation on Saturday against a very good Lenore-Ryan team. Seemed to battle with them pretty well before falling 4-1 and then came back with a good 10-1 victory over Goldie Beacom to end the day.
Lenore-Ryan's a notoriously good program. They're a regional powerhouse. They've been a national powerhouse. So us coming out 4-1 with a loss, it's frustrating. We'd like to come out with a win, but at the same time, I think we saw a lot of really good things. We just left too many people on base, and there was a couple pitches here or there that they just made us pay on. So I think there was some opportunities for us to make some defensive plays that could have helped us a little bit, but I think for the most part, Karen Foley pitched a great game against a good hitting team, and I was very, very proud of her. And I think we came out pretty strong, and the energy level was there in that game. The second game we came out and responded well. I think we could have made a little bit better adjustments in the batter's box that game, but I still think that we did a good job the second game. Defensively, we made some really good plays, and so I think we're kind of hitting a turning point now.
And then yesterday, started off the doubleheader with once again a game against Goldie Beacom, and it kind of seems another theme, another trend this year is that Kelly Farrell doesn't like to play 7 innings, because this is now the second time that she's had a walk-off, and this time a walk-off 3-run home run to end the game via the 8-run rule. How big of an impact has she had on this team? She's really seemed to get going, especially with the bat, and I know she's always just fantastic defensively as well.
Callie Farrell is probably one of the best shortstops I've ever coached or seen. I think she sometimes goes unnoticed because she's not super flashy. She has such a quick release at shortstop, so she makes plays that she makes them look easy that are really tough plays. Which this year she's saved us, I don't know how many times, just up the middle. Her and Kristen Power both. But I think the Goldie Beacom game, that home run was extremely big for Callie because she'd been really frustrated with her hitting and just kind of had gotten down on herself a little bit. And I think that's going to break her out and really help her be more of an impact offensively as well.
And then against Catawba to end the weekend, a game that was so close, a pitcher's duel early on. Emily Chasen doing a great job in the circle. Catawba got a run to take the lead, kind of back and forth there for a little bit, and then Karen Foley steps to the plate and smashes a 3-run home run, kind of hopefully a breakthrough for her with that home run. But then she comes on in relief the final 2 innings. Catawba starts to come back. But how important was for her in that game, both with the home run, maybe to get going offensively as well, but then to face a little bit of tough times there in the final, in the bottom of the 7th inning, but then be able to come in and slam the door there with a strikeout to end the game. How important was that game just in terms of the maturation process for Karen?
I think it was huge. You know, she's coming back from a little bit of an injury, and I think, you know, she's been working back into getting to her 100%. So it's been a process, and her and I have been trying to get on the same page with me calling pitches for her. And so I think now, you know, she's really starting to come into her own. And I think with her hitting, it plays a lot of a role into her pitching as well. So she's been hitting the ball hard. It's just, you know, she just needed to find that breakthrough. And I think she did have that moment over the weekend. And I think her pitching so well against Lenore Ryan gave her confidence against Catawba. So, you know, they started to hit the ball a little bit, but it wasn't so much they were hitting it hard off her. It just, they were finding holes. And sometimes that happens. Sometimes you just got to get more lucky than you are good. So I think Karen had a really great weekend, and I think that's going to be a huge propel forward for her.
We've talked about Emily Chase and Karen Foley in the circle, but as a staff altogether, Caitlin Ewers as well as Kylie Ward, how good can this pitching staff be, and how important is it to have solid pitching 1 through 4?
Well, Maddie Johnston has done a great job with my pitchers, and I think that they have a lot of talent. I think it's just been maturity level. A lot of them haven't had a lot of game experience, and I think that has been the biggest problem we've had so far. Just getting in there, knowing, you know, how far we can go off the plate, how to work counts, where to throw an 0-2 pitch, just little things like that. That maturity is different in college than it is in high school or travel ball. So I think that's been our biggest downfall, but it's very important for us to have all 4, because you can't rely on one in a 56-game season. So I think that, you know, all of them need to step up for us, and I think this weekend showed that all of them have the ability to throw innings for us.
Coming up this week, just a huge set of games as you guys really kind of get into the meat of your schedule. You've got Regional foe Francis Marion coming in here at Castle Field on Wednesday, and then you go on the road in some sorts where you face 3 teams you've already seen before in Wingate, Catawba, and Lenore Ryan, and then also St. Joseph's College from the Midwest region, the Great Lakes Valley Conference. As a whole, how tough is this weekend going to be, not only with just the amount of games, but with the competition level as well, as you'll see?
It's going to be tough, but I think if we come out with our team and our game plan, I think we can be successful. That's what I've been preaching to the girls all year, is just the fact that, you know, we need to start playing our game and, you know, not playing at anyone else's energy level, not playing anyone else's game, but start playing within ourselves and just making sure we're coming out and playing our game. And I think that, you know, we can play with anyone if we do that, and it's going to be tough. I mean, it's going to be exhausting for one thing, and none of the teams we play are slouches. Every single one is going to be an extremely difficult opponent. So I think we're going to have to come out and bring our A game every day.
Well, thank you very much for your time, Coach, and good luck this upcoming week.
Thank you.
This has been another edition of the UMO Coaches Show here on the Trojan Sports Network.
Exceptional degrees at an exceptional value. That's transforming education. The University of Mount Olive, transforming education, transforming lives. Learn more at umo.edu. That's umo.edu.